Women may not agree with me when I say this. Cheating is no longer a deal breaker for me.
And now I'm starting to think that podcast mics need to be banned from women as well.
Women may
There's something in those podcast mic, when you get those podcast mic and you put somebody in front of the mic and you're asking question, I feel like there's something because sometimes the kind of things that these people say on their podcast. What do you mean cheating is no longer a deal breaker for you? Because usually it can be for you, but now it's no longer a deal breaker because you feel like it's a mishap. And I just hope she's not talking about cheating in marriage, okay? Because cheating in marriage is even worse. And it is not actually a mishap, it's not a mistake. Before a person can cheat on you, they have planned the whole thing. It was a planned work. They've thought about it in their brain, they've seen the bad, the good, and the ugly, and they decide to go for it regardless. And once they do it first time and you accept it, it's a continuous process for you. And the risk of you still staying back, knowing that your partner has a lot of girlfriends or has been cheating on you, the health risk is terrible, you guys. Sometimes I don't know. The podcast, I don't know, something is off. Let me show you some reaction on this video, then we'll come back and discuss. I'd like to know your thought about this video down in the comment section, respectfully as always.
may not agree with me when I say this. Cheating is no longer a deal breaker for me in a relationship.
No,
It's no longer a deal breaker. If he had a mishap or whatever, I understand that we are humans. And, of course, I haven't been in that situation.
Right.
But I used to be like, oh, hell, I would never, oh, no. But now, as you think about just life, I don't think that I would be like, this is it.
See, this is typically what it looks like when you just give up. This is what it looks like when you know for a fact that you need a relationship. This is something that you really require in your life, but at the same time, you just gave up on the idea of loyalty, right? You can develop this type of mentality if you date a certain amount of people and those people may have cheated on you at some point, right? Or they may have done you wrong in some other way. You feel as though there's just no way out of it. This is the only thing that could possibly happen when you date somebody. In this video here, when she tries to correlate being a human, right? Being a human being with having mishaps, and that mishap being cheating. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. The number one thing that we all know we shouldn't do, the line that we all know we shouldn't cross, because it's talked about almost every day on social media, right? We see it too much, right? Plus, just say this, whether you're a man or woman watching this video, I'd rather y'all be single. It's not that deep. Then accept that. Absolutely not.
And a lot of women may not agree with me when I say this. Cheating is no longer a deal breaker for me in a relationship.
No,
it's no longer a deal breaker. If he had a mishap or whatever, I understand that we are humans. And, of course, I haven't been in that situation.
I first saw this video and said, okay, that's honest. But I can assure you that cheating is not a mishap. And then I came across this video.
Things my ex did and I still stayed. He gave me chlamydia twice.
When you're cheated on, it was a conscious decision. It was choice. It was not a mishap because it required a list of decisions to get to the point that the occasion happened. Now, with that being said, if this person decides to do this and not tell you, as the young lady had happened to her, that could put your life at risk. If someone wants something so badly that they would lie about it and then put your life at risk, that's when you have to ask yourself, what type of person are you dealing with? Someone who doesn't regard your life or theirs.
Women may not agree with me when I say this. Cheating is no longer a deal breaker for me in a relationship.
No,
it's no longer a deal breaker. If he had a mishap or whatever, I understand that we are humans.
And now I'm starting to think that podcast mics need to be banned from women as well. Because at the end of the day, if that's your personal preference, if you will allow a man to cheat on you, that's your thing. Do what you want to do. No pun intended to the song, but literally, if that's what you want to do, do it. However, calling cheating a mishap as if they don't consciously make the effort to talk to somebody else, to entertain somebody else, to meet up with somebody else, and consciously sleep with that other person, to call that a mishap is insane to me. Again, like I said, if you want to stay for whatever reason you feel is a good reason to stay, then stay. But don't try to preach to everybody else and saying like, oh, we're all human and, everybody has a mishap. If you had the same mishap, he would not feel the same way. He wouldn't be on a podcast saying how, oh, it was just a mishap and you're still, you're just a human being. No, it would not be the case. You would be the ex-girlfriend. You would be the ex-wife, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Men love women like this because once that man figure out that cheating isn't a deal breaker, he's about to have a field day with you. He's about to have a field day. That lady claim, oh, she's never been through that personally. Well, I hope you don't have a man and he see this, because if he see this, he's about to have a field day with you, 100%, because now he know you're not going to leave. He's going to really put that theory to the test. Lastly, for women that think like this, if cheating isn't a deal breaker for you, then what is? Because cheating, especially if you're married, is literally the ultimate form of disrespect.
Y'all seen that video where that older woman said cheating is no longer a deal breaker because she has the maturity? Well, I mean, she's an older woman. What can we really expect, right? I feel like this is what women say to validate themselves for staying with a cheating man. Oh, I'm mature. Yeah, cheating, it doesn't bother me because I'm just a mature woman. This is what they say to make them feel better about their situation. Do not listen to this foolery. These are miserable women that are trying to make themselves feel better by any means necessary. So they will say to themselves they are mature when really they lack boundaries. They are desperate and they have low self-esteem. Her self-esteem is this big. You see where my nail is? Her self-esteem is that big. A man, you are going to allow a man that is having sexual relations with another woman back into your life, and that is no longer a deal breaker for you? So if he brings you an STD, is that a deal breaker? HIV, AIDS, is that a deal breaker too? Herpes, the list goes on of what you can get from a cheating man, since it is no longer a deal breaker for your dumb ass. I just want to know, how far does that go? This is why you don't need to be going to no old heads for no advice. Somebody literally told me the other day that their grandma said, every man is gonna cheat. Every man is gonna put you through trials and tribulations. So pick one and be happy. Basically telling her to settle, just like she did.
As I've grown older and just gotten and understanding that we are all humans being, that, and a lot of women may not agree with me when I say this, cheating is no longer a deal breaker for me in a relationship.
No,
it's no longer a deal breaker. If he had a mishap or whatever, I understand that we are humans. And
at this point, I think that all black women, Africans, African Americans, and all black women across the world, we need a deliverance session. Do you think that a man would say the same thing? Men who are of your age and matured would say that, you know what, cheating is no longer a deal breaker for me. No, because men have self-worth and men tend to have self-respect. And they understand that when a woman cheats on them, it is done. Because whatever they permit, it will persist. Also, a mishap is tripping on a chair or hitting your leg on a sofa. Cheating, a man removing his manhood and inserting it into the V parts of a woman, is not a mishap. It is a conscious decision, and a decision that was made because he undermines, devalues, and does not respect his current relationship and his current woman. To each their own. I don't know what patriarchy has done to women, that women are so obsessed with the idea of keeping and having a man at all costs, when relationship between men and women does not benefit women. And do not come into my comments and say, oh, she's bitter. Go and look at the literature on the benefit of marriage for men and women. Dear women, men are not children. Men are not pets. Men are adults. And every decision they make, they are conscious of what they are doing. And if you choose to forgive cheating, just remember, what you permit will persist. Anything you allow a man do to you, he will do it 100 times, because he knows you will accept it, because He knows you have internalized patriarchy to the point you would do anything to keep him just to say you have a man. Because for most of you women, your self-identity is tied to your proximity to a man. That is being a girlfriend or a wife. That becomes the fundamental pillar of your identity. Therefore, if a man knows that your proximity to a man forms a core part of your identity, he will abuse that knowledge. Again, we must remember that most women who are in a monogamous relationship or who are married tend to get sexually transmitted diseases from their husband or their partner. So understand that you have health implications when you condone cheating. My name is Dr. Zita. I am a sociologist. I keep it real. If you're not following, guess what? Hit the follow button.
That's one thing about men. Men will never come online to talk about how they are going to accept their partner. Well, cheating is not a deal breaker for them. They can't share their woman. In fact, anything that will make them or make you available for other men outside, they block it. Once they see that you're getting pretty, they get you pregnant. Once they see that you want to go out to do something, they will bring that thing to you. Tell you, don't worry, stay inside. They will lock you inside the house. If they see that you're a very pretty woman and they bagged you, they still make sure they lock inside the house and don't even tell you how pretty you are. They want you to look ugly so that you're not going to be approachable, or so that no man is going to look at you to make you want to cheat, or they won't even give you the opportunity to go out to cheat. So I don't think cheating is a deal breaker for men, because most of them don't come out to talk about cheating being a deal breaker for them. They can't. They won't. In fact, when it comes to religious aspects, when a man and a woman, or there's a cheating in the relationship and it's the man that cheated, once they want to do the counseling and all of that, they advise the woman to forgive. They tell her you have to forgive. You have to, even though you can divorce, you have to forgive the partner. But then if it's the other way, it was the woman that cheated, they ask him, what do you want to do about it? Do you want to let her go? They won't advise him to forgive. Right? So I don't know what is it that we must hold that Mrs. I have a man, my man, or even though my man, I still have him, so duh. I don't know, that title sometimes makes women just want to accept anything acceptable. They don't care. Aside from the fact that the man cheating on you doesn't even appreciate you, doesn't have respect for you anymore. And that is not love, because some men tells you, I can love my woman and still cheat on her. That's a lie. If you love somebody, you don't want to hurt them. Cheating on your wife hurts her. So you continuously, or even doing it once, and you're hurting, and definitely you don't love your woman. Now let's talk about the infection, the diseases that you get when you stay back. I've seen a lot of story time, you guys, and it's so scary. And because of the story time, if you find out that your partner is cheating on you, just leave, because a lot of women have a lot of infection, like serious infection, and this is because they got it from their partner, from their husband, from their boyfriend, especially husband, right? And the thing is that the husband knows that he's infected and he's not going to do anything. He's not going to tell his wife. He's still going to come home and sleep with his wife. That ideology of, so far he goes out and he still come back to meet me, I'm the woman. It's wrong. It's like you're killing yourself. The fact that he goes out and come back to meet you, he hates you, because this man knows that they are infected. Most of them know that they are infected, and they come home to infect their wives. Innocent wife that is faithful and praying and loyal. They come home to infect their wives, and later on the wife will find out that she's being infected. Like, it's crazy. Some of them even die. Like, they get unalived in the whole process and all of that. So even if you're listening to Shara 7, when you ask Shara 7, my partner is cheating on me, she'll tell you, collect all the money you can collect, but don't sleep with him again. You know, you use it as to blackmail him and collect all the money you can collect, but don't sleep with him again. If you still want to stay in that relationship, make sure you're collecting something or you are getting something out of it, but make sure you're not having that contact with them anymore because you're no longer safe. Even if you want to have contact, make sure you're protected. Like, I don't even think you want to protect yourself to the fluid in your mouth because that again is another infection you can spread if the person is cheating on you. So the thing is, the fact that women usually come out to talk about it as if it's a normal thing for men to cheat or see, it's a normal thing. So just sit down with get the one you have, or be with anyone you want to be with, because all of them will still cheat. It gives men that confidence to still want to cheat or not even work hard to protect themselves or something. They feel like whoever or whatever I do in a relationship, this woman is going to accept me because why not? And I feel like it's because of women like this that are making it look like whatever a man does or let him do it is imperfect. He can do whatever, he can make a mistake. It's not a mistake. A cheating is not a mistake. When your partner cheating on you, it's not a mistake. They've thought about it, they've processed it, they drove down to the place. So it's not a mistake, right? So I don't understand why most women always make it look like it's not a problem or cheating is not a problem unless it's domestic violence. Cheating is not a problem. It is a big problem in a relationship. It's a very big problem in a relationship. The only time it might not be a problem is if you're as well are cheating as well. But if you're not cheating and your partner is the one cheating and you're saying it's not a problem, I don't know what to say. It's giving, I can do anything to have that title that I have a man. I can do anything so that everybody will know that I still have a man. I got a man, or I can keep a man. So whatever the man is doing for me or to me, I do not care. So far, I still have that title that I am with a man. I will do anything. I will accept anything. That's what it's giving. And this, I feel like this thing needs to stop, really. I feel like it needs to stop. You guys, what's your take on this video? Can you share your thought down in the comment section? Respectfully, as always, your girl Mariah Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.